World War II came to China earlier than it did in other parts of the world. On July 7, 1937, it was invaded by the forces of Imperial Japan, and in 6 months, all the major Chinese cities had fallen. Chongqing became the wartime capital that sustained the incoming and outgoing of necessities and military supplies. The city was China's last line of defense against the advancing Japanese war machine, and the invaders knew if they could destroy it, China would be theirs. Instead, the Japanese came up with a terrifying new tactic that the world had never seen before: large-scale aerial bombing of a civilian target.
Been right here.
Beginning in 1938, the Japanese invaders conducted massive air attacks on China's wartime capital, Chongqing. The Chinese government responded to the bombing raids by hastily building huge underground shelters. The largest was at Jiaochangkou. Chongqing's history. 2,500 people died here, who was just 10 years old when he witnessed. 5th of June 1941, the city was packed with people going on with their daily duties. Chongqing's air raid sirens went off yet again. Large numbers of people fled to the closest bomb shelter. Although it was designed to hold 10,000 people, over 15,000 packed into the Jiaochangkou tunnel. Because it had been built in such a hurry, there were major design flaws in the bomb shelter. These flaws would prove to be costly. The only ventilation in the tunnel came from fans that stopped working when the power was cut. And even though the tunnel was 2.5 kilometers long, there were only 3 exits. These exits became locked once the shelter was full, a death sentence for many of the people inside. The night of June 5, 1941, is one Chongqing would never forget. The bomb shelter became a scene from a nightmare. Thousands of people suffocated or were trampled to death, and there is an awful twist to the story.